In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war and demons and Slanesh. Hell frickin' yeah, hell yeah, frickin' yeah. Katie, Slanesh. Hey folks, join the glorious crusade against the heretics, the furry, the demon, the filthy Xenos, and the glorious name of our good God Emperor Bone Daddy. Here we join the endless crusade against the casual, the furry, the demon, the filthy Xenos, the space communists known as Tau. We shall wipe them all out in the glorious name of our good God Bone Daddy Emperor. Hey folks, 40k is awesome. I really recommend it. It gets you into such a dark, heavy metal space fantasy that is 40k. 40k is really just a massive homoerotic space fantasy on roids that just makes everything so freaking stupid and stupidly fun. I mean, you're literally traveling through a universe with demons, alien bugs that fornicate and steal your DNA and consume entire planets. You're dealing with a really freaking stupid, retarded Dark Ages Catholic Church human empire that is so blindly ignorant they nuke entire planets for not being human. Hell frickin' yeah, nuke the filthy Xenos. And they travel across the galaxy, purging the heretic and the casual, and the Imperium is just their gay chads, They're doing what's right in space, fighting for humanity's right to exist in space, cleansing the universe of the filthy heretics and the filthy casuals. Hell frickin' yeah. I love me a good imperial genocide of a filthy Xenos species. Hell frickin' yeah. A man can do no wrong. We worship the good God Bone Daddy Space Emperor and his Imperial Saints. We wage a never-ending crusade against all the other filthy alien factions and chaos worshippers that gather on Reddit. We shall purge the galaxy of the filth. The Imperium, the Inquisition, they're good guys. They're the good guys. Nuking entire planets, castrating entire alien species so they can't reproduce anymore, and committing acts of genocide against the filthy Xenos. Hell fucking yeah, that's Imperium done right. And we're the good guys. The bad guys are little alien abominations and demonic sex gods that will fornicate and do all sorts of uncensored red room, black pill shit to us for all eternity. And trust me, you do not want to get involved with Slanesh. You do not want to go to the warp. Slanesh is fun on the surface level, but that kind of shit for an eternity, God, I'd rather wear an Imperial chassis belt than ever deal with Slanesh even for 1 second. That's too kinky even for me. Fur is my ultimate protection when I'm dealing with the filthy Slaneshis and the battles of Reddit. The Emperor is my ultimate protection. Like a true Space Marine champion of the Emperor. Hell fucking yeah. So on Black Banana playing some Dark Tide and Space Marine 2 today. That's one thing. Dark Tide is such a fun game. You're fighting hordes of undead and demonic cultists in the Imperial Hive City with your squad of Imperial convicts who've been turned into a Black Ops unit by the Inquisition, fighting across a high city, slaying the filthy demons, going on a quest. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. So fucking brutal, dude. There are tabletop Warhammer 40k games I'd really recommend to people who are interested in tabletop living games. Dark Heresy plays Inquisitors and their agents, going to the darkest reaches of the Imperium and the galaxy, fighting ancient alien treasures, slaying demons, purging entire planets, hunting down cults, trying to wear your Emperor protection every day you're around the Slaneshis. Hell fucking yeah. It's just avoiding corruption from forces of chaos, and doing the hard things you need to do to keep humanity alive, because the Imperium first, bitch. Imperium first. Doing some really fucked up things to keep the human race alive. Sacrifice entire planets, nuking entire colonies. No sacrifice is too great for the glory of the Imperium revival of humanity. That's just how fucked up the galaxy of 40k is, folks. I really recommend Rogue Trader if you want to do a space exploration, sort of like Star Trek-y in the 41st Millennium and Warhammer 40k. It's like you're a space conquistador and you explore the universe with your crew of pirates and smugglers of different species, and you're exploring the depths of the universe and pretty much being a colonist and establishing colonies in the name of the Imperium, doing trade treaties. Really recommend that stuff. And Inquisitor's just good at fighting the forces of chaos and being an ultimate role-playing game. I mean, just look at this. I mean, the Inquisition is literally an intelligence agency / Imperial Black Ops unit They're the CIA, but even fucking worse. I mean, they do the hard things to keep humanity alive. I get it. They're a bunch of religious fanatics and assholes who just like nuking planets. Which, you know, all power to you. I mean, whatever gets you off at night, but still. Another element of 40k I really enjoy is the books. Black Library has entire libraries of universe world building for the Warhammer multiverse. Games Workshop has really good writers who write really heavy metal, dark gothic, fantasy, and space adventures. In the 40k universe, dealing with aliens, demons, dwarves fighting demons from chaos, dragons fighting ogres. There's just so much weird heavy metal stuff in the Warhammer multiverse. There's full fantasy, monsters, aliens, demons. And there's the tabletop, which is really worth getting into. It gets so freaking weird, things you play with. Dragons fighting beastmen. It gets fucking awesome. Now, Black Banana, back to the roleplay. Here I am on some cursed planet, fighting these filthy Xenos, invading this cathedral planet, trying to fornicate with our women and creating alien-human hybrids. Fuck them, they're trying to consume this planet with all this human resources. These filthy plague-ridden tyrannids, these filthy space bugs. Die to the filthy Xenos! Kill the Xenos! Kill them! Wipe them out! Genocide, biatch! Genocide! Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! It is my chainsaw blade! 40k universe is just fucking brutal. I just love in Space Marines fighting swarms and swarms of the alien, the enemies of humanity, leading Space Marines into battle. It gets so metal and brutal. I fucking love it. Travel to this planet, holding on to the filthy aliens, trying to cross the borders and feast upon our planet and steal our resources and devour everything. The Tyranids are a form of space locusts. They're like xenomorphs, but there's entire freaking space traveling ecosystems, these damn Xenos. Here these Imperial Guard is fighting for the last man against the filthy Xenos. In the glorious name of their good god, Emperor Bone Daddy. Fight on, soldiers of humanity. Die in the droves to keep your men and your children and women safe from the filthy Xenos and the filthy alien ways. Fight on! Fight on! Jenkins! Lead the Imperium on! Forward! For the Emperor! And a Black Banana that's holding out these filthy alien Xenos, these alien bugs, just swarming us and trying to fornicate with our DNA. Fuck them, fuck the alien, kill the alien, wipe out the alien. Heavy metal space Jesus, please protect me in my holy crusade against the filthy Xenos. Fucking men. Just holding on to these filthy aliens bit by bit, chainsaw and then committing war crimes. Hell fucking yeah. Black Banana. Something I really recommend 40k. It's such a great universe. And where to start is probably with the Horus Heresy books or the Inquisitor Draco books. Inquisitor Draco are just so freaking bad, it's good. And it's just a really weird, fun, pulpy space adventure. And then there's like the Horus Heresy book, which is really civil war between the forces of hell and heaven, and the Earth is turned into like an imperial city planet that's holy as thou and worships a giant metal fucking space Jesus, surrounded by endless armies of fanatical zealots who worship him, and it turns into this massive war between the Imperium and its loyalist forces against the demonic space forces of hell trying to invade the galaxy and infect and fornicate the entire human race and fuck us over, and not in a good way, by the way. And it's like this massive civil war between the various demigods of the Imperium and their armies of Space Marines, and they all fall to chaos in their own way. There's just so many plots and stories and world building and story arcs, and Horus Heresy, and it's been on for over 20 years at this point. Really recommend it. Really do fucking recommend it. And Fulcrum is a whiny bitch. Talking about 40k, it's just a massive, stupidly retarded, heavy power metal fantasy. Fantasy that just is told through books, video games, slaughtering filthy aliens, slaying the demons, and just being altogether a brutal, grim, dark universe where no one's a good guy, everyone's an evil little shit, Everyone's a genocidal, evil civilization that just wants to fucking kill and destroy to their heart's content. It's a universe without therapists. That's what 40K is. It's a massive, stupidly powerful, heavy metal, dark gothic space fantasy, and I fucking love it. The orcs are fun. They're so stupid, but the more orcs believe in something, the more likely it's going to become true. If they think that red makes better bullets, it's red makes better bullets. Orcs are just the comedic fucking background of 40K. Orcs are the thing that keeps the series comedic. And then there's the Chaos Gods. And I really recommend that people watch like the TV series, the YouTube series, If the Emperor Had Text-to-Speech Device. It's a hilarious document, like satire of the 40K universe from in-game. And the Emperor he's the galaxy's worst dad. He effed up his own genetically engineered super soldier demigod sons. They all fell to the dark side of chaos because of daddy issues like you won't believe. And they turned their entire legions against him. And that's the biggest thing about 40K. It's a never-ending war between order and chaos. Order and chaos on a cosmic scale. And if you bring the Age of Sigmar and fantasy into this, it's a multiverse war between the forces of order and chaos, with demons, dragons, all sorts of really cool armies of space hobbit snipers, dwarves with machine guns on like freaking power trikes. You got space orcs, space owls. There's just so much dark lore and weird stuff that you could get lost in the Warhammer lore for like months on end. It's that good. They've had like decades of world building that they've done this with. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Everyone hates everyone. Everyone's a shitbag that has unresolved daddy issues. And this creates evil demonic gods in space hell that feed off the effed up emotions of everyone in the galaxy. And it creates beings like Slaanesh who was literally murder fucked into existence by a galaxy-wide BDSM orgy that destroyed an entire intergalactic space elf empire. In the process, Slaanesh is born. Yay, the most debaucherous, weird, and fucked up of the Chaos Gods, if you ask me. And then there's Nurgle, which... Nurgle's my least favorite Chaos God. My favorite is probably Zedra Slaanesh. And Khorne, he's a fucking metalhead and cocked up on Roys and Fuck Thunder and anger and unresolved issues. And he's just a catastrophic nightmare of fucking hatred and rage for all eternity. So, unlike the other Chaos Gods, he's probably the least fucked up. Because if you sell yourself to Khorne, you just spend all of eternity killing and dying in glorious battle. The other Chaos Gods are way fucking worse. You do not want to be Slaanesh's plaything for an eternity. Black Banana, put on your Emperor-given chassis belt. The Emperor protects. Here we are, the inquisitorial penal conscripts going to the bowels of this hive city, killing the filthy heretics that worship Nurgle in their filthy spreader conferences. These filthy Nurgles are spreading their diseases and poxes across the Imperial City. They must be cleansed. They must be crushed. Kill these filthy heretics in the glorious name of our good Bone Daddy and his living begotten son, Leroy fucking Jenkins. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Kill them. Hack, slash. Kill these filthy chaos worshippers. They offend me with their ways. They come from the bowels of Reddit and infect people with their filthy, disgusting pamphlets and frickin' Jehovah's Witness pancakes. Hunt down the heretic. Wipe out the heretic. Kill every heretic. They are offense to the God Emperor. The Holy Inquisition spared us and made us into expendable shock troopers. Hell fucking yeah. Anything for the fucking Imperium. Anything for the fucking Imperium. We will rule the galaxy and crush all alien Xenos frickin' heretics. They come to our city planets, they infect our people with their disgusting LA fucking space hell magic, and infect the youth with their furry chaos fucking paraphernalia. We will wipe them out. Hell fucking yeah. But no, the Warhammer 40K universe is definitely worth the read. There's some really good books out there I recommend for 40K fans. I'd recommend the Horus Heresy, the Space Marine Conquest books are good. Anything by Dave Abnett or other writers. Like there's so many good books in the 40K universe that really draw the lore. They're a really good one is probably aside from the Horus Heresy, the Inquisitor books. Those are good. Where they follow the Inquisition around their eight and their cleansing of the galaxy, the filth, the mutant, the heretic, all the adventures like these Inquisitors go on across the universe, hunting down aliens and demons and going to battles with hive cities and hunting down heretics. Really good gothic storytelling. I really recommend. Really recommend. That's the reason I love Warhammer 40k so much. It's taking the place of Star Wars, and that's just how epic and deep the lore is. How deep the wars go, the endless wars between the various civilizations and factions. The Tyranids are an intergalactic invading alien galaxy traveling ecosystem made of alien dinosaurs and bug monsters that consume entire planets. You got the orcs, which are space orcs. You got the space elves. You got the space dwarves. You got the space anime weeaboo fish people. Fucking hate the towel. No, 40k has a deep lore, and I think I'm personally in the part of the ballpark that thinks the entire 40k, the entire Warhammer multiverse is a thing. They're all connected by the warp. That's my own theory. I really believe in it. I mean, you got the endless wars and the chaos gods and the forces of order. It's such a good read. It's such a good like world multiverse to explore and have fun in. It really is. And here's the other thing: you don't have to pay Games Workshop and ask your money. Just 3D print the models and the minis. And Warhammer, like the tabletop war game, is so great. You can have armies of tanks, Imperial stormtroopers, fighting against freaking demons, space orcs, space elves, space demons. I mean, the 40k universe is such a fucking awesome power fantasy full of all sorts of factions and like narratives you can play in various forms of media and video games. I really enjoy that, and you should get into 40k too, or since Star Wars went to shit. It's a really good game. It really captures the imagination and offers a lot of so many different playstyles and forms of media you can get into 40k. There's just so much you can do. Like Dark Tide, you're literally a penal soldier who are sent in suicide waves like a conscript by the Inquisition to fight the hordes of chaos on a demonic rebellion, a radical rebellion on Imperial Hive City, and it gets really good. I really enjoy the loot shooter aspect of it in the horde mode. It's a really good game that just it's fun to get lost. It's a good game to waste time on. Just to loot shoot, and that's if you're into that thing, which I kind of am. Depends on the game. It's a really 40k has offered a lot of good games last couple of years, with Rogue Trader being the ultimate one of the best CRPGs I've seen in a long time. With Rogue Trader, you're literally traveling across galaxy, colonizing planets, making deals with different factions. There's politics. There's all sorts of like D&D aspects. I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy the Dark Tide, just horde mode and Space Marine 2. Once again, Space Marine 2, fantastic, chef's kiss. Um, it's just a fun game to slaughter filthy aliens and heretics and filthy demons in with your squad of homoerotic Space Marines leading soldiers in the battle against the enemies of mankind. It's brutal. It's fucking brutal. That's what I always love about 40k. It's fucking brutal. And I fell into Warhammer 40k because I got tired of Star Wars and like how it lost its soul and became so fucking cheap and corporate and was all about just losing the storytelling of it. What made Star Wars Star Wars? I mean, when they got rid of Legends, I was down with Star Wars. Really, I don't know. I was on Star Wars after fucking Last Skywalker. The Last Jedi. 40k has become like my new home, my favorite fantasy world of escaping into, along with Elder Scrolls and Faerun and Forgotten Realms. 40k is just so brutal and fucking metal and just grim dark as hell. I love it as a goth person. I fucking love it. 40k is a really good game. I mean, the tabletop role playing game is really good. I mean, if you're looking for a tabletop RPG to get into, Bolter and Gun, where you play as Imperial Guards, Imperial Space Marines, and you fight against the various enemies of mankind through a military base. Really good game. Really recommend it. Yeah, the more I get into 40k, the more I get into Warhammer in general, the more I just have found what I've always wanted. Warhammer is perfect for people on the spectrum. It's perfect for people on the spectrum. It was made by people on the spectrum, okay? It was made by people on the spectrum. It's such a good game. I love it. personally wish Warhammer got more media attention. I really wish Warhammer got more media attention. I just It's one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. It's so niche. It's kind of like D&D, but D&D has been like going for a cultural renaissance recently. Warhammer is just like something you would have gotten accused of being a satanic worshiper if you lived back in the 80s and 90s. And you know what? Fair is fair. 4K is a game. Warhammer in general is like D&D to me. It's a niche fantasy universe that just should not sacrifice its core DNA to appease to everyone. D&D's kind of gone down that route, kind of hasn't. Well, there shouldn't be gatekeeping by any means like these hobbies, by any fucking means. There should be no gatekeeping in games and worlds like Warhammer and D&D. But you shouldn't sacrifice the core DNA of something to make it more approachable for everyone. It should remain like D&D and Warhammer have always been great at welcoming people who are queer, who are LGBT, who are women. The entire fantasy genre was revolutionized by the fantasy of the 80s and 90s, and they encouraged people to be heroes and the fellowships and the groups, and the fellowship that reigned overthrow the universe and save the world from Slanesh and the demonic apocalypse, with the strong female leads and male leads. It's always been part of fantasy, which it's the monomyth. They're inspiring people who are various backgrounds, group together, fight the enemies that be, prove themselves, work together as a unit of heroes from all these different backgrounds, and save the fucking world/universe from the demons of the abyss, from the frickin' evil corporate money-grabbing mouse empire known as Disney. And that's just a story that these fantasy games have always had. I enjoy them for that. They bring about the group of chosen ones, the chosen fellowship, Team Avatar, meant to save the world. And that will always be progressive, but I feel like a lot of D&D and Warhammer, not sacrificing that, but they're sacrificing the core essence of the worlds they have sold they've been making for decades, to get different kinds of people that. When you sacrifice the core DNA of a product just to get more people to buy it, that's just capitalism at its core, and I really fucking hate it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to where Warhammer goes in the future. Same thing with D&D. I love the D&D movie. I really enjoy shows like Critical Role. This has been a golden age for TRPGs and tabletop role-playing games in general, whether it be war games or D&D. I'm looking forward to what the future brings. I don't think there should be female Space Marines. Just really dedicate to the Sisters of Battle. Really dedicate, and give backstory and a lot of attention to the Adeptus Sororitas. The both their bitches, the crazy bisexual nuns with machine guns that have king for the God Emperor Bone Daddy. Put more money into that. You'll get a lot more sales, and you'll get the right kind of sociopaths and weirdos and freaks to buy your games. Just saying. And with that, folks, I think I'm going to be done with this podcast. Give 40K a shot. It's a great universe. I really enjoy it. Till next time, stay sane. May the God Emperor bless you. And fuck Disney and fuck Slanesh, but don't be fucked by Slanesh. There you go. Till next time, folks. Stay sane. God bless.
Fucking hell, need ammo! Nice!
Whatever the cult intends, those stims are clearly part of it. Strike team, violence free.
Ammo crate!
Now!
Weapons fly in the
Press the advantage. Now for the next. You're clear to engage those stiff tanks.